So now, students, the next topic is means continued after that partial after the partial implementation is now nested interface. It's very simple again. What is nested interface is uh, a class can have interface inside it. Okay, okay, or an interface can be a member of class or can be a member of another interface. Okay, don't get confused. I'm repeating again and I will show you also. An interface can be inside an interface or an interface can be inside a class. Okay, so before I show you that in this class, you just see again how the interface will be. This is the keyword interface and this is the name of the interface. Okay, like you have class space class name, no? Like this is class keyword and this is client. What is this client? Client is class. Similarly, like that, callback is an interface. Why? Because of this keyword interface. So what it is having a method only declared. So now you see here in this one nested interface, you can see the one which I'm highlighting. See, this is class A, no? In class A, keyword is interface. So what is this nested if? Nested if is one interface because the keyword is interface. So now inside that you see there is a method declared here. So this is the method which is declared. What is the name of this method? The name of this method which is declared is not negative with some parameter which is only declared. Okay. Now it should be defined no somewhere where it is defined. You see class B implements nested if. But you see here instead of writing nested if, what is written here? A dot nested if. Why A dot nested if is written here? Because this nested if is inside class A. So that is why this is the way to write the implementation of that interface nested if as A dot nested if. Now it is defined here. The definition is here of what this particular abstract method. The method which is only declared is defined here. I hope you all have understood, students. This is nested interface. Okay. Now there is a simple execution of this particular program. Okay, I will execute and I will show you. Don't worry. Just a second. I will open the notepad and then the command prompt also. So see, students, backside you can see here the program with the line numbers also I've already copied in my computer's notepad. Now what I'm going to do is first I will compile the program. You all see here Java C space file name, that is file name what we have kept here, nested if demo, which is same as the main method class. So I'm pressing enter. I have pressed. So it is compiled. So you all know, no? After compilation, what in the background it will have. In the background, let's see that one also. I will show you. Don't worry. Minimize this command prompt. Not this. So you see here in this particular notepad, how many classes are there? 3 classes: class A, class B, and nested if demo. So you can see here A dot class 7 here. Can you see that? Similarly, what is this class B? No, you see B class is also available or not? We have compiled. No, see, you can see B dot class, and this is nested if demo. You can see generated. So you have to try to remember, students. This is very important. Okay. Every time the class compiled means it will have the dot class files. Now, to run the program, Java space file name directly. See, output you can see 10 is not negative. Okay, that's it. So how that is possible? It's very simple. This you can learn by yourself, students. See here, A dot nested if is the name of. See here, NIF is an object, but to whom? To A. Why? Because interface is present in class A. Interface is present in class A, and definition is written where to this method. It is present written in class B. So instantiation is to class B. I hope you all have understood this. Now, if condition you see NIF dot is not negative of 10. So from here with the parameter 10, it will check, is it declared here? Yes, it is declared. And it has to be defined where? Because of this new B, it has to be defined here in class B. So class B has got the definition at line number 11. So here this X will receive 10. Now, what is this is going to return? So X less than 0, 10 less than 0. Is it correct? This is wrong. So from here, if this is wrong, so this will not be the input. The means it will not return this thing. It will return this one. Okay, I'll clear the drawing. See here, we are here at line number 12. This is known as ternary operator or conditional operator. Students have already explained. So this is expression 1. Till question mark, this is expression 1. After question mark, that is expression 2. Till colon. After colon, that is expression 3. So you see, expression 1 is correct. 10 less than 0. It is not correct. So answer will be expression 3. So return, it will return the expression 3 from here. So this if condition is receiving true value from here. Okay. So if that is true, it will evaluate the line number 20. 10 is not negative. What about line number 21? NIF is not negative, minus 12. Same thing. Okay, we will directly move to line number 12. So what is that? X less than 0. X less than 0 is minus 12. Minus 12 less than 0 is false. Okay, expression 1 is expression 1 is correct. If expression 1 is correct, the answer will be expression 2. Okay. So what this return keyword is going to do? Return keyword is going to return false from here. Okay, means expression 2 it will return. Okay, it is returning 2, expression 2. So what is going to happen now? If condition has got the value as false. If false, means it won't evaluate the next line. I hope student you have understood this. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Next topic is applying interfaces. Okay, that is not needed. Next topic is variables in interface. Okay, this particular program concept, then this interfaces can be extended. Okay, these 2-3 topics what I have just now shown, I will explain in tomorrow's topic. And even default interface methods also. Okay, this is enough for today's class. Tomorrow I'll explain this remaining 3 class. Then I will start with this exception. And okay, then you all can leave, students, now.